Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Crystal and I do a lot of San Francisco lifestyle post-grad content. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe down below. Today, we are going to be talking about everything you need to know before joining an Equinox gym. I feel like from the outside, Equinox can be kind of elusive and kind of mysterious, so I hope to break all that down. And obviously it's not the cheapest option around, so it's really important to know, what you're getting for your money. I guess for some back history, I joined Equinox in July 2021, so just about 6 months ago, and I joined after really evaluating my options in San Francisco. We have a ton of Berries and Orange Theory and Rumble, and we also have the Crunch Fitness type options, but I wanted something that wasn't the pay-per-class type model, but was also a little bit nicer than the Crunch Fitnesses of the world. Nothing against Crunch, I wanted it to be a little bit more of a luxurious experience for me. So that is how I settled on Equinox. With Equinox, there's two types of memberships that you could have. There's the single club access, which is what I have, and it is $255 a month, and that will get you access to whatever specific location you sign up at. So I signed up at the Union Street location in San Francisco, and that is my one location I can go to. You can also have the multiple access location, which gives you access to any Equinox gym. My roommate has it, for example, and she goes into the office in the financial district. So there's an Equinox down there, and she likes to go to that gym as well as the one on Union Street. So really it depends on your lifestyle. I work from home, so having multiple gym access didn't really make sense for me. The multiple gym access, I want to say it's like $50 more. I'll have to verify with my roommate, but yeah, those are kind of your two options. And then also I know that they do work with a lot of companies, so if your company covers your gym, this could also be a great option for you. There is an initiation fee. When I joined Equinox, it was actually the promo of the month was no initiation fee, so I have no idea how much that is. There are always promos going on, so I'm sure you could join during a month where there's a good promo. I also think that you can mention people's names, like a referral, to get the initiation fee waived. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I have heard of that being the case, so check that out. One more thing about joining is you do have to sign a 1-year membership agreement. I think that there are different ways that you could terminate it early, just in regards to if you have financial hardship, if you have health issues, or if you move. I think those are the 3 things that they outline in the agreement. So just make sure you read that, be aware, ask your questions, but that's kind of like the logistical aspect of becoming a member. I think that this varies per location, but when I signed up, I got a free EquiFit evaluation. I got a free Pilates class, as well as 2 personal training sessions. So those are all typically things you would have to pay additionally for once you're a member, but you get a few free when you sign up, at least in my location. Let's talk amenities. So one of the big reasons people join Equinox, I would say, is probably for the amenities. The size and location of your Equinox club definitely reflects the amenities. So my club that I go to is a little bit smaller, so I don't have as many crazy amenities as some of the other locations. So especially if you're going to do a single club membership, I would keep that in mind in order to figure out what club you want to join. I did it based off of location, just because I'm going to go more if it's convenient. My specific location has a spa, a steam room, a juice bar, and then Pilates studio, a yoga studio, and group fitness studios. The spa is obviously an additional cost, but they offer massages and facials and typical spa treatments like that for members only. So you can go through and book those on the app. And like I said, they are an additional cost, but it is nice to have that in-house. And I've been to the spa before and gotten a massage, and you know that it's going to be a good massage and it's going to be a nice spa because it's at Equinox. The steam room is really, really nice. There's one in the women's locker room and one in the men's locker room, and really like a eucalyptus steam room. So they put eucalyptus in the steam, and it's so refreshing, and you can just kind of go hang out in there. It's never too crowded, which I like. It's really nice if you want to pop in there before you go to the showers or after a workout or whatever. There's a specific Pilates studio if you want to do private Pilates lessons on the reformer and all those different special Pilates equipment. There's also Pilates group fitness classes, which are not an additional cost because those are the group classes, but they do offer individual one-on-one Pilates classes, which you have to pay for. The yoga studio, the group fitness classes, those are all included in your membership. You can go as much as you want, and those you just sign up on the app and you have unlimited group fitness classes. The locker room, you guys. The locker room is my favorite part of the place. It's filled with Kiehl's products. So there's Kiehl's lotion and moisturizer. They have razors, they have towels. In the showers, they have Kiehl's face wash, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. They have so many different amenities, and the showers just feel so luxurious. So sometimes when I'm not feeling like going to the gym, I tell myself I'll get to shower afterwards, and that's how I get myself to go, is bribing myself with a luxurious shower. And honestly, their water even gets a little bit hotter than my water at my apartment, so it's how I get myself to go. It's the little things. We also have a juice bar in our lobby, which obviously you have to buy the smoothies or the juice or whatever you get, but it's nice to have that in there as well. There are like eucalyptus towels on every floor, so they're like wet towels that have eucalyptus drops in them, and they're just so refreshing. It's a really nice way to cool down and kind of end your workout. I know that the financial district one in San Francisco has like an indoor swimming pool, has an indoor basketball court, a boxing studio, a member lounge, so it's a very nice location and has a little bit different amenities than the location that I'm at. I just don't live close enough to that one to justify it, but they do have some really cool amenities, so definitely look at your local website and see kind of what they offer. I would say the other big selling point for me at Equinox is the group fitness classes. Like, as I mentioned, they're unlimited classes, so you can go to 2 per day, you can go to 1 every day, you can go to no classes if that's not what you're interested in. You go on the Equinox app and you can see the group fitness class schedule. There's just so many classes offered. At my specific location, we have the group fitness studio, we have the cycle studio, and we have the yoga studio. All as 3 separate rooms, so there can be multiple classes going on at the same time, so there's always a ton of options. So like classes today are athletic conditioning, cycle beats, which is like a cycling class, which I have never done, but I am told that they mirror Soul Cycle classes because Equinox owns Soul Cycle. Precision run, which is like kind of like a tread class, vinyasa yoga, sculpt, true bar, Pilates fusion. So they do offer group Pilates classes that are in the yoga studio that are free because they're group fitness classes and they're not like the one-on-one in the Pilates studio. Anthem, strong, metabolic conditioning, best butt and abs ever, athletic conditioning, upper body conditioning. I'm just listing things that are offered today. So there's a ton of different options. You can sign up 26 hours in advance is kind of when it opens in the app. So you can see the schedule ahead of time, but you can't sign up until 26 hours ahead. And once you sign up, you're good to go. If you decide you don't want to go anymore, then you can cancel it if it's more than 3 hours before the class. If it's less than 3 hours before the class, then you can still cancel it, but they'll give you a penalty, which all that means is you can get 3 penalties, and if you have 3 penalties, you can't sign up for a class for a week. To get 3 penalties, I feel like is really hard. There's no financial penalty related to it. It's really just to kind of hold people a little bit more accountable so that they don't take a spot away from someone who actually will go to the class. Penalties go away fairly quick. This class schedule, the timing of it, has never really been an issue for me. I know that there's a lot of cool classes that I would want to go to that are sometimes in the middle of the day. But for the most part, the class schedule is pretty good. Obviously, like the morning and the evening classes get a little bit more busy than the middle of the day classes, but there's a cap on how many people can attend classes, so never a huge issue. The instructors are really, really good. And I mean, I guess that's kind of expected for it being Equinox, but never had a bad experience with instructors. Obviously, I have some instructors that I love to go to more than others, but they're all really, really top notch. There's a cleaning crew that comes in between classes and sanitizes everything. So I'm not sure if that's new for COVID or if that's always been the case, but everything is always just very clean and sanitized. So I guess going into cleanliness, this is not one of those gyms where like it smells gross like a gym. Like everything is very fresh because it's just cleaned and maintained so well. There's always someone kind of going through each floor of the gym and sanitizing everything and maintaining the cleanliness. So Equinox is probably one of the cleanest gyms you'll go to, and people are also really good about wiping down their stations and using those sanitation wipes that are scattered throughout the gym. Same thing with the locker room. There's a bathroom attendant in the male and the female locker rooms that are just like actively cleaning things, are there if you get locked out of your locker, they'll help you. So there's like active staff always cleaning. And the entire place smells like eucalyptus. So I would say that's also something that sets Equinox apart, is just like the cleanliness. So as far as equipment, my experience at other gyms is that there's always a ton of equipment that is broken or out of order, and it kind of just sits like that for what seems like forever. At Equinox, I don't think I've ever seen any equipment broken or like out of order. And if it was fixed real quick. So they definitely do value having up-to-date equipment and making sure everything's working. And I'm probably not the right person to ask as far as how great the equipment is, but like from my experience, it's been great. I don't really know. I'm sure, you know, people who are crazy bodybuilders have more specifics to add there, but that's really all I have to add there. As far as the people and the staff and all of that work there, I've only had positive experiences. I feel like most people who go to Equinox, like, we're all paying so much to be there that for the most part, people are fairly respectful. I know that there's signs throughout the gym telling people not to just like stand there and talk. Same thing with the locker rooms, like people don't really stand there and chat. So it is like a really, really nice environment. There's lots of young people at the location I go to. I would say like mid to late 20s, working professionals, like mid 30s. I think just because I live in like a younger area of town, I'm sure that it skews a little bit older at other locations. But the people who work there, like the staff is so friendly. Like I would probably describe them as kind of like the staff at like a nice hotel, just like very personable, like try to greet you by name when they can, telling you to have a nice day when you leave, just very, very friendly. And then as I mentioned as well, the instructors are very professional, very personable. If you go to their classes quite often, they will recognize you and talk to you. I've only had a positive experience. So I would say that the one con, which hasn't really been an issue for me, but I have heard from other people that they have found Equinox hours to be a little bit limiting. Depending on the timing that you work out and what works with your schedule, their hours are a little bit more limited than other, you know, Crunch Fitness or 24-hour fitnesses, things like that. But overall, I've never had an issue with it, but I also work out during pretty standard hours. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Another con I would say would be how busy it gets. I think that really just varies per location. My specific location gets really, really busy during peak hours. So like 7:30 a.m. and then like 5:30, 6 p.m. I think that can be said for any gym though. So like it's not anything specific to Equinox. Kind of how I justified the cost a little bit was, if you break it down by how often you go, it's really not that bad. So say you go to Equinox 5 times a week for a month, that's $255 divided by 20. You're paying $12.75 a day. So that's not bad at all compared to, you know, Barry's or Rumble or whatever that charge $35 per class. I hope that this provided a little bit more of an insight to what it's actually like and everything you're getting out of the membership. If you go enough, I absolutely think it's worth it, especially if you value group fitness classes, if you value the environment, like a clean, refreshed environment, if that's something you care about, if you care about the amenities. I think that those are all things that Equinox offers that other gyms do not offer as well. I'll see you in my next video.